My name is Aida Al-Khaisi, and I worked on the MedMedia project since 2014. I was involved in two work streams. One was the Youth on Screen work stream, and the second was the coordination of media development actors in the Southern Mediterranean region. The Youth on Screen work stream brought together media broadcasters with civil society and young media producers for the first time. We held workshops in 5 countries, Jordan, Lebanon, Palestine, Algeria and Tunis. And also in Egypt, to be fair. So 6 countries. It gave young people the opportunity to present and pitch their ideas for content to the mainstream media. The aim was to encourage better representation of young people on screen in traditional media and public service broadcasters. The end result of Youth on Screen was a paper that was produced that looked at young people's attitudes to broadcasters and the future perhaps of public service broadcasting content that's aimed at young people, and a series of presentations at World Press Freedom Day in Helsinki 2016, and then at the Anna Lindh Foundation biannual meeting in Malta in October 2016, where young people who were involved in the MedMedia, the Youth on Screen project, were given a chance to present their ideas to a wider international audience. The second work stream that I was involved in was the coordination of media development actors who are active in the Southern Mediterranean region. We began by bringing together international agencies, international media development agencies, and local or national media development agencies who are working on the ground on media development projects in the region. What transpired from the first couple of meetings, the first one we held in Brussels, and then the second one was held in Jakarta at the Global Forum for Media Development Conference in September 2016. What transpired from those first 2 meetings was that one of the key challenges that the media development community were facing in the region was a lack of communication platforms with donors. It was decided then at a 3rd meeting at the Arab Reporters for Investigative Journalism Conference in Jordan in December 2016 to produce a white paper that would bring together all of the discussions that were held in the meetings in the form of a paper that would provide recommendations that could be taken out and presented to the donor community and acted on the ground. A first draft of the paper was produced in April 2017, and again what transpired from that first draft was the lack of input from local agencies and beneficiaries, people who are actually working and benefiting on the ground. So we supplemented the content of the paper with some further focus group discussions and interviews with people working on the ground. The paper has been a really interesting challenge. It was very difficult to write a paper that truly reflected the priorities and challenges of all of the media development community, because it is a large one, and international agencies have very different priorities to local agencies, for example. But I think what really resonated across all of the stakeholders was the importance of open, better, transparent communication, and the importance of listening to the voices of those who are actually implementing the projects on the ground, rather than just the internationals, or rather than donor priorities focusing purely on their sort of strategic political priorities as a whole.